Good morning, everyone. Happy Woden's Day, Hump Day. I hope you all are doing well. I decided to do a little bit of a longer reading. If you follow me on TikTok, I do a little 60-second reading every morning, just giving you the highlights of the day. But here I wanted to go into a little bit of deeper with this card. So today I am using the Wild Wisdom of the Faery Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. I did a review on this deck a while ago, but that was on a different channel. I will do one on this channel so you will all be able to see it. It'll be in one place. So without further ado, let's get to the reading. Today's card is the Keeper of the Secrets. And this is about using our discernment, being able to confide in a friend, and keeping silent about knowledge. Well, you see how she's kind of like curled up, like she's protecting herself. This is a absolutely beautiful card. I just, the beauty of this card is, it's remarkable, great artwork. But you see how she's all curled up, like she's not trusting, like she's got something to protect, and she's holding the key right here. Well, this is true. We need to use discernment when we talk to people about certain things. In this age of social media where we're all, posting what we're doing, what we're eating, where we're going, and pictures, this whole idea of being transparent is really highlighted. But, that's kind of like an illusion of sorts, because there are certain things that are happening behind the scenes that we aren't seeing. And there are certain things that we just should not let just anybody know about. We need to learn how to protect certain information, protect things that are valuable to us, protect ourselves as well. She's curled up there like she's hugging herself. So this is also saying that you're protecting something that's very, very dear to you. She's holding this key, and keys, they represent opening, a passage, opening a door to greater knowledge. Now, I really want to highlight on this because of this day of, like I said, transparency. There are some things that just don't need to be discussed in everyday environments. Within the occult world, and I say occult, everybody cringes when you say occult, but because of the stigma that it has upon it from society. Occult is basically hidden knowledge. That's it, hidden knowledge. And people were fearful of it because of the fact it's hidden. They didn't know what it was. People tend to be afraid of things that they don't know nor understand. So I have seen in the past, sorry about that, I was getting a telephone call right in the middle of that. I have seen in the past, I'll say 20 years of, my path of spirituality, where things are being discussed in common places that should not be, especially when it comes to the occult. Online, we see all kinds of different stuff. And frankly, within the occult world, within the spiritual community, I believe that 80% of it should not be there just for any eye to see. And the reason being is because not everybody is knowledgeable about certain things. For example, you wouldn't send somebody in to do brain surgery that had, that has not been through training, has not been through college, that just basically doesn't know what they're doing. You wouldn't send somebody in there that just picked up a book and thumbed through it and said, "Oh, this is great. This is what I want to do." You wouldn't send them in there to do that. And this is the same sort of situation. We have a lot of people that know just enough to be dangerous. And this is everywhere across the board. They know just enough in order to be dangerous. And that's a little scary in itself. There are things that you should not share. There are certain things that I do not share. There are certain experiences that I have been through that I have only shared with trusted people. Confide in trusted friend. Okay, and what that means is somebody that, can understand where you're coming from or will keep that private. Because the simple fact that if you just tell anybody this, and I've experienced this myself, I have just told, someone, the reason that, this is happening is because I went through that. Well, they didn't understand the severity of what I went through. They didn't understand the trauma. They didn't understand of everything that placed my spiritual essence in. So therefore, they can't understand where I'm coming from. And this holds true with everything. If someone grabs something and they just don't understand the seriousness behind it, well, again, that makes them dangerous because they just know enough to be dangerous, right? So we need to understand that it's wonderful that we have this information. It's wonderful that the information is out there. But you also have to understand that if you are not knowledgeable within that field, you need to slow down and you need to get yourself knowledgeable enough so you do understand. I do not, people share their public altar, their private altars out with the public all the time. I do not do this. I do not do this because of the simple fact of what I'm doing there. Again, I'm using discernment. If someone has seen my private altar, well, then I trust them. So again, use discernment. You do not have to tell everybody what you are doing and when you are doing it and how you are doing it. You are not obligated to explain yourself to everybody. You're not. And don't feel pressured in this. I know a lot of people, they feel pressured about having to share their gifts, having to share their knowledge, and don't be. It's one thing if you came here to teach, and if you have the knowledge to teach. If you are in the position with the right credentials to teach. It is entirely another thing if you have no idea what you're doing. With my Reiki practice, I've been a Reiki master for quite some time, since 2007. And when I first became a Reiki master, I would send Reiki. I would do long distance Reiki. I would send that out, and I would attend Reiki circles and things like that. I didn't go out there and just say, "Oh, here I am." No, because I had to learn it. I had to get comfortable with it. I had to get comfortable in the position, the energetic position that I'm in. So, please use that discretion. Please use that discernment in your life today. Understand that you are not obligated, nor do you owe anybody any explanation as to who, what, when, where, and why you are doing something. And with that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please use that discernment. And, being so transparent is not necessarily always a good thing. You all have a blessed day, and see you later. Blessings.